Hello, and welcome back to the It's Time podcast. I'm Raya, and that bitch is Kaylee, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
I feel like it's the morning, there's energy, we have a full day ahead.
We have a full several days ahead.
The energy is high.
The energy is high.
Like, I feel full of energy and life right now.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
I just think there's so much going on.
And we had so much fun last night, too.
Yeah.
Last night, I feel like I kept repeating, like, oh my God, and the fun's not even over. I love that when you
we
just,
have to tell ourselves that, too.
We have to say it out loud because we're anxious.
Yeah. It's like, it's really hard for us when there's a really fun night and the fun is about to end and there's nothing else to look forward to.
Yeah.
That is really hard.
Same thing with, like, a trip or, like,
yeah,
I don't know, anything fun and exciting.
Anything that you spend time looking forward to, it's like, when it ends, it's so... The come down from it is so
what's
hard.
going to be wild, though, is our come down is going to happen after a sweat. Like, that's going to be a little rough.
But there are other things to look forward to, I feel like.
Oh, well,
Halloween
literally,
party.
like, 4 days after that is the Halloween party. So.
Okay, so let's just start with, like, giving them a little, just, like, deep dive into what we have going on and what we're talking about. So, obviously, it's Halloween time. Very important season for us. It's our favorite time of year. September and October are my favorite months of the year.
The burrs.
Literally the best time. We're in Portland, if you didn't know, Oregon, and it's, I think, Portland and Oregon this time of year is the most beautiful.
Oh my God.
I think I just saw something like
the leaves are turning.
Like we're in like the top 10 places in the country to go on a fall drive. Like, we have some of the most beautiful scenery.
And we're going to go on one today.
We're going to go on one today. I'm assuming we're, like, below places like Vermont and, like, New England.
Like, yeah.
But I know
Massachusetts.
Yeah, like, compared to a lot of places, we have, I think, just the best fall. Obviously, we're biased. But, so last night, we did a cute little, like, Halloween.
We had a ghouls night in.
A ghouls night in. We had some girlfriends over, and we made pizzas, like, actual handmade.
We rolled that dough.
We rolled that dough out. We made pizzas. We painted little pumpkins.
They were little, like, Halloween-shaped pizzas, too.
We
did a
little
bat
designs.
And a spider web, a ghost.
Some little bats made out of olives. It was just cute as fuck. It was so wholesome.
Yeah.
We just, like,
the things we've been dying to do.
Yeah.
Like.
Nights that we've always wanted to have.
Things we've dreamt of.
With, like, other friends, too. Like,
yeah, the two of us would totally do that by ourselves, but to have other people to do it with was so fun.
And then we watched Hocus Pocus. It was just, like...
Had Halloween cookies.
It was cute as fuck, honestly. We're very much in our cozy Halloween-y...
Our sleepover attire,
yes. It did feel like... when you're younger and you're having a sleepover.
It was sleepover energy, yeah.
It was really cute. And then today, we are actually going to Halloween Town with some of the girls, guys, and theys from our group. And, we're going to walk around and just hang out. And if you didn't know, where they filmed Halloween Town is in Oregon, in St. Helens. And the town literally turns into Halloween Town for, like, September and October.
And you get to see City Hall, and there's, like, lots of different photo ops, and
it's
really cute little, like, vintage stores with amazing Halloween sections, and it's so fun.
Yeah, I'm worried that I'm going to do some shopping today, but...
I know, that's why I didn't buy a chai this morning. I was like, I think I'm going to do some damage later today.
I can't buy the $4 chai because I want to buy...
Because I want to spend $50 at Halloween Town.
Yeah. Girl math, obviously.
Yes.
And then tomorrow we're going to the Royal Otis concert,
and we're gonna go so hard.
We're gonna go so fangirl. Like, we're gonna wait in line early. We're gonna try to get barricade. I feel like we might be able to get barricade.
I think it's possible.
We'll get barricade. If not barricade, the first, like, few rows.
Oh my God! If one of those men touches me, I'm going to flip. Just so we're clear.
Otis, if you're listening to this, I'm here. You don't need to look anymore. Like, I'm here. I'll be in the front row. My shirt literally says that you're my boyfriend on it.
Or you could pick me.
Yeah, so you have options. Like, you have two viable options right in front of you. I don't know what you're just, like, waiting for.
I don't know what your vibe is, but...
We kind of cover all the vibes.
Yeah. I can be whatever you want me to be.
So
that's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
And then I'm really excited. I'm not teaching on Monday, so I get to go like as hard as I want for the concert, and then like
and I have one of the
show
biggest,
up to work
like,
late
meetings
and,
of my
like,
life on Monday. So,
and
then Tuesday is sweat tour. Literally, and then the next weekend is like the weekend before Halloween, so it's Halloween weekend. So we're gonna be out and doing shit, and we're having a Halloween party. Things. And
yeah, in the midst of all this, I'm like decorating my house and like doing projects, and yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
Still need to finish painting the ceiling.
Priorities.
Oops. Yeah, number one priority. People are gonna walk up my house and they're gonna go, "Wow, part of your ceiling not painted."
I can see here that you didn't.
There's 2 different color whites up there. What's happening?
Yeah, so that's like why we're saying we're energized and shit, because we have so many like fun activities coming up, and this time of year the activities are just literally the best.
Oh, so superior.
So superior. And
oh my god, and last weekend, was this on the pod? Did we talk about it on the pod? Yeah, we did. That we went to Scaregrounds. We went to a little haunted house.
I don't think we did it. We didn't do a recap last weekend. Or last episode. We didn't even talk about last weekend.
Well, that was fun too. We did like we
did a haunted house.
Little spooky day. It was like our own pretend version of like Hollywood Horror Nights. It's at our local amusement park, and it was not scary at all, but it was really fun.
It wasn't scary at all. Like, not even a
bit. And
except everyone around us was like,
I always get really scared in haunted houses. I love them, but I always get super scared.
But that's the point.
I didn't grab her once.
Yeah. We were just like strolling around inside those houses with people hiding behind us. It was like really funny.
Little kids would look at us like, "Save me."
Yeah, there was these 2 kids, and we like turned, because obviously haunted houses, are like little mazes.
And when we were in line, they were like acting like they were like tough.
Yeah, and we like turned this corner, and 2 of them like turned and like screamed at us, because I think they thought maybe they weren't sure who was coming into the space, and they thought maybe it was an actor or something. And we were like, "Oh," and they were like, "Oh," and they literally like looked at us like
it was like this like maternal look, like
literally like you are an older woman, not older woman, but like older than us woman, so you need to protect us.
Yeah, this is your job.
Yeah, we were like, okay.
Take a breath.
Yeah. So yeah.
So fun and spooky.
Mm-hmm. Any other like catch ups or anything? Anything you want to share?
No, I don't really think there's anything going on in my life right now.
Besides everything we just said. So yeah. There's stuff.
Well, yeah. I just made anything
else.
Yeah. There's no tea right now.
I have tea. I did something.
She does have tea.
You guys, I have like some tea, and it's crazy. I feel like if you listen to the pod, you wouldn't be surprised at my choices, because I talk like the way I talk about myself, and like if you listen to our Europe stories, you probably are like, oh yeah.
If you hear the Europe stories, it sounds right, but in America,
that's true.
It's different for us.
That's true. There's not. I mean, you're hearing like when we come on here, we're telling you like the stories and the things that have happened, so it feels like there's probably a lot of like tea and like dating things, but it's really not that much. But if you have been listening, you have heard about Mr. Tucker Pillsbury. And if you haven't been listening, you might be confused, because I'm not talking about role model. Tucker is a code name for this person that I have been talking to since the wedding, if you listened to those stories. We've been talking like pretty consistently. It's been flirty. Obviously, there's attraction there. It's like, okay, like when you meet someone and then you spend like, this is just a canon event, you spend like 2 hours on the phone with them one night, and you're just like, oh, so like, not like this person is the one, but this is something. Like, this is...
Well, this man fully wants to wife her up.
I jumped to conclusions, and I know I'm not alone in that. I'm like, because I saw someone on TikTok literally post a video like, just a reminder that just because you like talk to this person all night long doesn't mean that they're like your soulmate or they're meant for you. And I'm like, oh, because if I'm talking to someone on the phone, like, I don't do that with a guy or girl like casually.
No. Like, it's an intimate thing.
And if the conversations flow so well, I feel like it's just, if you, especially for us Gen Zers, like if I'm able to be on a phone call with you for hours, going into all these conversations, finding like interest that it's
especially
not small
phone
talk.
Call too, not even FaceTime phone call.
And
Crazy.
I'm sorry, but that means something. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Even if it doesn't mean the big one, it's like
the big one.
It's like, well, it has to be at least something.
Yeah.
So if you didn't know, Tucker does not live where I live, and he does live in another state. We've been talking about me going to visit. I bought plane tickets yesterday.
Woo!
I bought a plane ticket to fly to go see this guy that I have spent little time with. And
okay, but don't make it sound so questionable. This is literally her cousin's best friend.
Oh yeah, it's not sketchy. It's safe because like was my cousin's roommate in college, best friend. He was a groomsman in the wedding. Like my family knows him.
Yeah, you just spent like a whole long weekend together.
So it's definitely, I don't feel like it's dangerous at all. This is not the first time I've gotten on a plane to meet somebody. So I've done this before, and in the past it's been much sketchier because no one knew that person. So I feel like compared to that, this is and I've met Tucker before. The last time I had never met the guy in person.
Yeah, that person
and I got on a plane.
Was through the internet.
So, and you know what I realized? That it's been 4 years exactly since I got on the plane to go see him. It'll be like,
oh my god, wait, it's literally that weekend.
It's literally going to be the same dates, basically. Like maybe a few days off.
That's actually, oh my god, that's
I find
crazy.
that really weird.
That's really, really strange.
And kind of creepy and eerie. And then I started like getting in my head of like, and this is totally me gaslighting myself because I was like, is this a pattern I do? Like I've done it once. It's not a pattern I do. Like I did it literally. This is only the second time.
4 years from now.
I know, but I'm just like, is this my thing of like, oh, you're kind of unattainable because you don't live here, but then it also makes it fun and crazy because I get to like, I don't know. But then I'm totally gaslighting myself because that's not how this unraveled at all. And
it's not how the first thing unraveled either.
It's not how the first thing unraveled either. So, and they're completely different situations, like completely different. It's just weird that it's the same state, the same time of year.
Yeah, that's pretty actually insane.
So I will definitely be updating the pod on how that goes. That's happening in a few weeks. Yes, it's soon.
Very soon.
And you guys will get all the tea, don't you worry. I will tell you how that weekend goes. It'll be a fun pod after that weekend.
Ooh la la.
It's either gonna be like, oh my god, you guys, or it's gonna be, oh my god, it was so, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It could literally go any way. I have no idea how it's gonna go.
I don't think it's gonna be, oh my god.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But I don't think it will be.
I wonder if I'll meet like his friends there. Like, are we just gonna be hang out by ourselves, or are we gonna? Is he gonna be like, come meet my friends?
No, I think he's gonna want you to
meet his friends.
Yeah,
me too. Which I love meeting people. Like I love that, so I'm down. But that's my catch up tea for now. He will be updated. Don't you worry.
Still just me and my cat.
Maybe you gotta like meet someone who doesn't live here so you can get on a plane.
Like in England?
Might be a little more expensive of a flight.
A little bit. Just a little.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about celebrity culture and everything. Like, we're just going to deep dive into celebrities.
This is going to be really intense, I feel.
It's going to, yeah. So I think we should start off with...
Honestly...
What?
I just got a little teary-eyed.
That's okay. Okay, I'm going to intro you. So, let's just bring down the energy a little to be a little more respectful of what has happened this week. Earlier this week, Liam Payne passed away. Like, I'm trying to be serious. She's not laughing. She's just really overwhelmed by it.
I'm just a little caught off guard by my reaction right now.
Because it's like honestly, a lot of emotions and you don't know how to process.
Well, and I haven't done like anything beyond just like I cried in the car a little bit, but like this just feels...
It feels like a real...
When I pitched this idea to you this morning, I wasn't imagining me like getting emotional
over it. Yeah, it's really, I mean... Whenever, it's always really, really hard when...
I'm going to keep smiling, but it's not real.
If you know us, we smile when things are sad. So, and laugh. It's really hard when anyone passes away, and when anyone is really young in life. It's obviously heartbreaking, and there's something really weird and strange and eerie about when a celebrity passes away at a young age, usually because you either feel like you knew them, you feel close to them, you feel connected to them through their art, whatever it is. It can be a really, really intense thing. And like, I know for me in the past, like when Mac Miller passed away, that was a really, I mean, like, I grieved. Same thing with Matthew Perry. I grieved. He was a little older, but still very young to pass away. And you feel like you're losing a part of yourself. So I was never a 1D fan. Not that I was like against 1D. I just never was in the lore of it. But it's still like, holy shit. And Kaylee's obviously a huge 1D fan, and one of our really close friends, Rachel, who will be on the pod at some point, was. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Do you want me to keep going? Yeah. She was one of the, like, we're at that age where when 1D became big, it was like, we were in high school, it was like the teenage craze. It was either like 1D, 5SOS, Justin Bieber, that kind of era. Kaylee and I were like obsessed. Oh my god.
Just need a little emotional support.
Can you show it in the camera first? Okay. Yep.
To be clear, I did not buy this for myself.
I'd still respect it if you did. Can you get that one of those for me?
That's hard times lately. I'll ask Cameron where he got it.
So Rachel was, I was referencing when people were younger and how obsessed we were with Justin.
Yeah.
And it had us even thinking about, like, if Justin was to pass, what that would feel like for us. And our friend Rachel, really she was like 13, and one of, I know that that's thousands and thousands of people who literally grew up in their adolescence obsessed with this group of guys. And so she's just really mourning. She's grieving. Like a part of her childhood, I think. And so, like, do you want to, like, talk about how it's been for you?
I saw someone say this on TikTok, and I literally could not agree more. If you've seen Inside Out, it feels like one of your, like, core islands crumbled and, like, disappeared. Like, 1D Island just turned black and white and, like, fell apart and fell into the abyss.
Whoa, that's really dark. The whole island?
Yeah, the whole island, because it'll literally never be the same. I mean, she already mentioned we were such, like, Justin Bieber girlies. I literally remember being, if I go back to my Spotify, like, my first playlist I made in, like, 2012, I have some One Direction on it, but I remember very actively being like, but I don't like One Direction because I like Justin Bieber.
Like,
this is just a good song. These are just good songs. It's like their whole fucking playlist, their whole album.
We danced to some of their songs too.
Oh my god!
For like for like camps and stuff. We did. I know.
Oh, we did one to What Makes You Beautiful.
Yeah.
But in 2020, I really fell down a One Direction and Harry Styles rabbit hole. Like, really.
She became quite the fangirl.
Yeah, one night I, like, stayed up until literally 5 a.m. and I haven't been the same since. But it's a weird feeling, especially, like, Liam Payne specifically. I've never been a big Liam girly. He's always, not to speak ill of the dead, but, like, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And obviously there's all this information coming out about how he's treated the women in his life, and, like, he wasn't necessarily a great person. So it's also this really complicated feeling of, I'm upset about you being gone, and also, like, his death is just tragic. Like, this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the industry and the way that we treat celebrities, and specifically child celebrities. It's clear that he's been going through it and he needed help, and people have enabled him instead of helped him. So it's this really complicated feeling of, I'm mourning you and I'm really upset, and this is tragic, and there's so many really horrible things happening in the world right now, and I know you weren't the greatest person, But I don't know.
He obviously was doing those things and acting those ways for a reason, and I just find it, the internet is a dark place.
Yeah.
And I just hope, if anything, this acts as a reminder to people that just because they're a celebrity, it doesn't mean they don't see what you're saying about them.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't give you a free pass to literally cyberbully people because they're famous.
And I know that those people are the people now that are like grieving and reeling. Not all of them, but some of them were fans of 1D.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's a big wake-up call for those people of like, fuck. I think Hannah said it last night. Like, it's just, you don't...
So we love people too late.
I said, we love people too late. She said, you just don't know, and this is not a phrase she made up, this is a common phrase. But, like, the phrase, you don't know what you have until it's gone, is so accurate in this, of, like, the amount of love that's being poured out about him right now is good, and I hope that that's kind of helpful to the family of seeing how much people loved him, and hopefully that comes as some, I don't know what the word is, calming part of the process, but it just makes me sad that, like, a day before all this love was being poured out, it was just literally all hate.
Everyone was just
even if him. Like, his ex comes out telling these, like, I don't know, it's really complicated.
It's very complex, but I think,
and then the label dropping
the
him like 2 days before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his label dropped him like 3 days before he passed, which I think a lot of people are like, well, no wonder he was fucking, like,
between that and the Maya Henry stuff, and he already has substance abuse issues.
So if you feel like you're hitting rock bottom and you are an addict,
he gave in an interview a couple of years ago, he talked about rock bottom, and he was talking about it like he'd already been through it, and then he was like, honestly, like, maybe I haven't even had my rock bottom yet. Like,
fuck.
It's really sad. And I think what's making it particularly difficult for a lot of people our age, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, is there haven't been a whole lot of celebrities in our age range that have passed yet. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, hopefully not. That's really young. We have, like, level. Cameron Boyce,
Mac Miller, Angus Cloud. I know we're missing some. Oh, shit.
Somebody, we're missing somebody.
Oh, I feel really bad forgetting his name. Oh my god.
He what?
He was the TikToker that passed. Cooper.
I don't think I know who you're talking about.
Cooper. You know Nessa Barrett's songs about him.
Oh, yeah.
Cooper, that was really wild. I mean, he was literally like 19, 20. I mean, substance abuse issues as well.
Yeah, so...
But and you hear about them, like,
Liam, I think generation. From like a... I don't know. Can't think of the word I'm looking for. Like, objectively, I would say out of all of those people, Liam is the most famous. Like,
maybe not.
Mac affected by, him and Mac are comparable. But, like, this is affecting a lot of young people in the way of, like, this is their first, like, their real experience with, like, mortality.
And I think, too, it's different with those other people of when you're so young and you almost go through life with them, of like, oh, I was 13 and you were with me, and now I'm in my 20s and you're still with me, and like, and so you're grieving
the amount of TikToks I've seen of girls being like, what do you mean the man who I wrote 13 fan fictions about is gone? Like,
the ones too that are like the girl that heard the news, the girl that felt it. Have you seen those? It's like, it's a picture of them now, and it's like the girl that heard the news, and it's them now, and then the next slide is them when they're at like a 1D concert when they're 13. It's like the girl that is feeling, that is grieving, and it's just like, I think it's a very unique situation. I don't think there's been anything like that in our generation.
Yeah. The only other celebrity death I've felt this hit by was Matthew Perry.
That was...
And still, they were very different. I would say I felt like closer to Matthew Perry, which is, I mean, we'll get into this more. I feel like so interesting that I would say that, knowing that I've never met this man.
But yeah.
But I felt closer to Matthew Perry, whereas like Liam feels like this weird, like tangible, like you are me. I grew up with you. Like, I don't know. It's just weird and complex.
Even the people, they're so famous that even the people like me and our friend Hannah last night that weren't 1D fans, it's like they're still so prevalent.
Yeah.
Even like you don't have to be a fan of 1D to know them, to know their songs, to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like they're so, I mean,
to know some of the lore. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird and
yeah, I just hope
really tragic.
His family, the boys, I can't imagine what his girlfriend's going through, and
I can't imagine what Niall is going through.
Yeah, I really liked what Liam's son's mom said
I really liked it too. Yeah.
Can we just remember that, like, this is a fucking human? You guys, of course, everyone deserves to grieve, but there are people that were his family close to him. And she literally was like,
he has a son.
My son is now going to have to grow up with images of his father. Like, TMZ, absolutely the most disgusting.
That was so just, like, abhorrent.
And, like, we all know TMZ has always been crossed the line and fucked up, but, like, that's a human being's body. When news sources go that, I just can't.
Go that far.
It's like, why, as humans, do we see money as so much more value as human beings' lives? Mm-hmm. And, like, I just don't.
Because that's exactly what it is. It's a money grab.
It is. It's all about the money. All those people are thinking about is
the shock value, the clickbait, yeah.
That's a human being who was fighting a lot of demons, and I just hope that he's at peace and his family finds peace. And
I do hope. It sucks because it's like this too little too late thing, but like wherever he is, whatever you believe in, like I hope he sees
the love,
like the outpouring of love, because God, that would be just so horrible to have lived the highest of highs and felt like you're on the top, like literally on top of the world, untouchable, and then the band breaks up, you like become the internet's like least favorite, to be bullied, to be like, it's just
harsh.
Yeah,
very harsh. I think I have like a fear of winning and being on top because I'm so afraid of the fall. I think that the pressure of being number one would be like too much pressure, and I just don't know how people handle that.
Yeah,
absolutely terrifying. Fame
is like one of the most horrifying things I can imagine experiencing.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people compare Hollywood to like hell and hellish themes. It's a very dark place. It's a very dark place. Let's
But on a lighter note, like, let's talk more just generally about like celebrity and how interesting of a concept that is. Like, I have a body pillow.
Yeah,
I have a body pillow of a famous man. Like, what?
About us, we are self-diagnosed fangirls, and
this whole room is like a tribute to my fangirldom.
Yeah, when was like the first time that the fangirl gene really hit you?
The first time that I can remember, I would say High School Musical. I think that's the first thing I remember, like, really going, like, ride or die so hard for.
I feel like I'd probably say the same.
But then when I fell into Justin Bieber,
Jonas
that
Brothers.
was like a whole other level.
Justin Bieber was a whole nother level. There were definitely signs before Justin. I think the Jonas Brothers, like I had Joe Jonas posters on my wall. I literally would kiss Joe every time I left my room. I'd be like, bye, Joe. And like kiss his poster. And I just remember at a very young age, like actors or people on screen that I was just like, I'm obsessed with you and I must know everything about you. And like, you are mine. Like it just felt so prevalent at a young age.
I am yours and you are mine.
Yeah, and then freshman year of high school, the Justin Bieber lore just was.
Oh my god!
It was a whole nother level of fangirl.
And you know what? I really fought it for a minute there. My
did too.
2 best friends from elementary school, like, became really intense Justin fans, and I remember we like. We're at one of their birthday parties or something, and like everybody was playing Justin Bieber, and I was like, okay guys, like, all right, whatever. And then Baby came out, and then I watched the music video, and suddenly I was like, I get it.
When did Never Say Never come out?
The movie? Oh my god, the times the 2 of us had watching that movie, we would go over to Mariah's house with our other friend, and we would put on. We were such big fangirls, like our families had all bought us like weird random like Justin Bieber stuff, so we all would like wear our t-shirt or our nightgown or like whatever it was, and we would sit and watch Never Say Never together, and we would just cry during One Less Lonely Girl, and we would learn the choreography. Like, I don't even know how to express to someone.
It came out in February of 2011. We were in 8th grade.
Oh my god.
We were in 8th grade. I don't think I had watched it until freshman year of high school.
I don't think I had either.
And that, for me, is what kickstarted the fangirl. Once I watched that movie, I was enthralled with that man. That was the love of my life. I was like, like, if you were to ask us on cue, what's Justin Bieber's birthday, we wouldn't just give you his birthday. We'd tell you the hospital. We'd
March
tell
1st, 1994, 12:56 a.m. on a Tuesday, 7 pounds, 1 ounce, 2nd floor of St. Charles Hospital, Stratford, Ontario, Canada.
And we would go, and it was raining or something.
And it was, oh yeah.
And it was raining. Or it was like partially raining. I don't know. We like knew literally every detail.
We knew too much. And it like doesn't leave my brain.
Yeah, it's stuck.
It's still here.
Like,
maybe some of that information's wrong. Somebody fact check me. Maybe I've lost it over time.
I was at a Justin Bieber concert in Las Vegas, and I was on the floor, and Alfredo
Oh my God.
walked by, and I was in the aisle, and I was like, Alfredo's walking by, and I didn't know what to do. I was so, because like when you're that deep in the fandom,
You know everyone. You know the whole entourage.
The managers, the security guards, you know
Kenny Hamilton, tell him how it is.
Yeah. And Alfredo was like Justin Bieber's friend. He was a photographer. He walked by. I didn't know what to do, so I literally like grabbed his arm. I went like this, and he was like, "Hi," and then I literally broke down.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
"Ah," like crying. I was freaking out because I touched Alfredo. Like, yeah,
So crazy.
yeah. It was just a different. It was a different time. No matter what your level, if you're a fangirl, if you're just not that vibe at all, celebrities still hold this power and energy that's different. And I think that's why, like, there are things within the world, like discussions like Illuminati, like there has to be this higher power to these celebrities because these can't just be regular people.
Yeah.
Like, but even when they're not huge celebrities and they're on a smaller level, if you are someone who is a performer or a public figure in any way, it's just a different, and we live in a time now where celebrity is different. Like there was a time where celebrities actually, I think what was cool about like old Hollywood in those times, or not even that early and later too, just within the 90s, within the 1900s, like celebrities held mystery.
They weren't accessible.
They weren't accessible, and now it's like there is no mystery really. You can know anything about a celebrity, especially like online celebrities where their job is literally to be available to you online, sharing every aspect of their life, and you literally feel like you know them, which then makes it feel like people are able to say whatever they want to them because they're like, Or like when people
and it makes you feel more bonded to them too.
What's crazy? Like some people are just haters, but some people hate in the guise of being nice. Of like, I love you so much, you're my friend, but I'm really concerned.
I'm worried about
like your body. Like why are you like? Why would you?
Yeah.
You're not friends with that person. Also, those people have friends and family and their own lives, and if something's wrong, it's not our job. Place. And if anything, comment, I love you and I care about you. Like, you don't need, it's just crazy to me.
I just want to know, like, what that is. It's this, and some people are resistant to it. Like, some people don't buy into it, which I find so intriguing. But what is this concept of this, like, human need to put something else, like, on a pedestal? You know, like, not so much anymore. There are people that are famous for, you know, I don't know, not that it doesn't take any talent, for like TikToks or, you know, things like that. But when you go back to like early celebrity, we're talking like actors, really, actors and singers.
Performers with the skill.
Yeah. So we can't just look at it as, oh, you're just another person and that's your job and that's your talent. Like, just like, you know, like I make my living being a teacher and like that's something that I'm really good at. You're really good at singing and that's your thing and that's how you make your career. We don't just perceive it that way. We have to elevate those people.
Yeah. I do, and it's weird.
Like, what is that?
It's weird when you do, like, talk to someone who doesn't see it that way, and...
Oh, it totally throws me.
They're just like, yeah, cool,
like it's just a person.
Like, no.
And I am
it's Timothée Chalamet. That is not just a person.
I am so locked into whatever that thing is that I have memories, like, in high school when we would do, like, open mic nights or things like that. There was one time we had, like, some local performer come in, or maybe he was, like, a little bit bigger than local. And he performed at this thing at our high school. And I remember he touched my hand and I remember being like, oh my God, I couldn't even tell you his name. Oh my God, so-and-so like touched my hand, like freaking out. This guy is like not famous.
Yeah.
He was just like a talented artist.
And it is especially that way with musicians. Like there is, I think we talk a lot about how, let's deep dive down the musician celebrity thing, because I think that it's different in the sense of we talk a lot about how concerts and live music is the closest we personally get to religion and a spiritual experience. And even people I've talked to that maybe do believe in God or have some type of religious belief, they agree,
closely comparable.
Yeah, they agree to that. Yeah, no, live music is spiritual as shit. And like Taylor Swift concerts, that's a cult. Those people are there to see their ruler, and like they're all.
And that's not Taylor Swift hate. Like we've been to a Harry Styles concert, same thing.
Same thing. I'm just saying, like
Justin Bieber concert, level. Same thing. Yeah.
But us, if you're anyone and you have a guitar or you have a microphone and you're performing, I will fangirl over you.
You're busking on the street.
I was literally gonna say that
beautiful man in Dublin.
Beautiful guy in Dublin. But also remember in London when I was like sitting there, like there was this one man with a microphone playing guitar.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he like finished his set and he
along
was,
the
like,
Thames.
I'm gonna like along the Thames. He was like, I'm gonna like go have a smoke break or whatever with his beer. And I literally was like, I literally found his Instagram in like probably 30 seconds and followed him. And I was like, oh my God, you're so amazing. Like I have to do that. It's a random guy in London. How many musicians are in London? Fucking million. Who's singing on the side of a river. And I'm like, I'm obsessed with you now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Same thing with the busker in Dublin. We're obsessed with him.
I do, and I always say this. I think it's like some fucking gene we have.
I do too.
Like, why are we so attuned to it?
And I know there's quite the culture of people who feel that way too, because look at the fan bases out there. And it's weird. And it's been a thing forever. Like the drummer, the guitarist, like
it's weird how you can forge this like essentially one-sided relationship with a person. Like the only affirmation you get from that other side is someone being like, oh yeah, like I love my fans, or like, you know.
Yeah, they never will know who you are.
They don't know
there's something cool about that.
Anything about you. And you're like, no, this is this very important person in my life.
Do you think it also is like you want what you can't have too? Like a part of it is this is so hard. Like
no.
Also, I don't
think it is that for me.
I don't think it's that at its core, but I think that has to do with it in the sense of like like, you're already obsessed because the music, the person, you're a fangirl, whatever. But then it's also like, I want you so bad. Also, so many people also want you so bad, but I want to be the one to have you, especially when you're like a teenager, when you think maybe someday I'll meet them and they'll fall in love with me.
Like the Your Name.
Yeah, the Your Name thing, fanfics of like, I need you, and how do I get you to even look into my eyes, look in my direction, because so many people want the same thing. I'm in a crowd, but you're gonna look at me. It's like, that person will never know my name, never know I exist. Like, fan bases are, it's just like at Royal Otis, I'm gonna be
my God, I'm gonna flip. Like, I'm gonna flip.
You better.
I don't even know the lyrics to most of these guys' songs, and I'm literally gonna die. I'm
gonna be like, I'm actually just gonna bring a book and read, because I don't even know them. Like, don't
like,
even
who
know
are you?
Fan.
In her t-shirt that says, my boyfriend's sitting on stage.
Like, who am I kidding? I can never hide my fangirl. Well, when I meet celebrities, I'm pretty good at hiding.
Yeah, that's the difference. I think you could hold it together in the moment, and I wouldn't know what to do.
I feel like I've met like a good amount of celebrities, and after a while, it's just like, it's also kind of like a lot of the celebrities I've met, I've been like,
mid. I don't think I've actually met any celebrities.
Not a one.
Not that I can think of. No.
I've met quite a lot. Because now they're running through my brain. A lot of them, like, smaller level. I was going to say Big Sean. I don't know if that's small. I feel like it's kind of smaller level. Bad Sons. Loved meeting them. Met them a few times.
Wait, they're touring with
Phineas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm so proud of them.
They're not coming anywhere near us.
I love Bad Sons. Or, like, Toby from Pretty Little Liars. Like, so random. But yeah.
No,
yeah,
I really don't think I've
But
met
when
any.
I worked in LA, it's just different. If you live in LA even, you just become so used to seeing celebrities casually, like, in a coffee shop, at the grocery store. It's like, meh.
I would never be used to it. I would shit myself every time.
Yeah, it's just like, especially when I lived in, like, really close to the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank, and the Starbucks across the street from my apartment was the Starbucks, like, close to Warner. Mm-hmm. So it was always where, like, literally everyone would go before going over to set.
Yeah.
Like, Justin Bieber going there all the time. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
It was a different time.
What is that? Like,
also, Hayden Christensen was always there.
Who? Hayden Christensen?
Oh. Fucking hell.
What is that thing of, like, not even being able to let go? Like, Justin Bieber has done a lot of things now that I don't actually love.
That's a good point, yeah.
And I think I've said this to you before. I don't think, like, I think if I met Justin Bieber, I'd be like, you know, I don't actually really like you, but I would still flip. No, I would still freak out.
Because it's Justin Bieber.
But objectively, I'd be like,
Yeah, lots of red flags.
But I'm going to freak out.
Because it's, yeah.
And I still, like, I don't follow him particularly closely now. I mean, I don't even think I follow Justin Bieber on Instagram.
Yeah.
But there's this, like you said, Justin Bieber walks into that Starbucks all the time, and I had to go like why? Yeah. Why? I will never be able to let it go.
Yeah. There is that cult energy with that. It's like, on some level, not no matter what you do, because there's definitely things that you can do that will. But in the sense of, like, you can kind of be shitty and do the shit, and your fans are still going to ride for you.
Justin Bieber's, like, just been an asshole. He hasn't done anything insane. He's just been an ass.
Literally cult shit.
Yeah.
Just not as evil.
Not as evil.
But it is. And, like, we all go to their shows and buy their merch with their names on it, and, like, it's just, it would be Harry Styles.
What?
I was going to say, who would be the person that you'd literally, like, fangirl so hard if you met them that you'd maybe pass out?
I don't know that I would ever pass out.
I know, but not actually pass out, but, like, in theory.
Oh, Rachel Slay.
Oh, answer.
Yeller.
You're on the podcast.
You're on live.
Oh my God.
She gets nervous.
How I'm debuting. Side note real quick. Thanks for having me.
Do you want to say anything to the pod really quick?
Any words about Liam Payne?
in the words of One Direction, don't forget where you belong. Home. Don't forget where you belong. Home. And the truth is in this song. Period, Pooh.
Aww.
Okay.
That was so
We
deep.
love you.
That was really deep. Okay. Love your boy.
Love your
boy.
That was the Rachel we were just talking about too. What were we just?
You were asking who would make me like pass out.
Like obviously you wouldn't actually pass out because that's another level of fame or fandom that I don't think we're that.
I don't think I'm that.
But in theory, like who would be the closest to get you to that point?
Harry.
Yeah, Harry.
Yeah.
It would be mine. I don't know.
I just don't think that's
maybe like Stevie Nicks,
like it is for me.
Yeah, but I still have my. Who's the person that I would be like, oh my god, I can't even breathe. I don't know how to speak to you. I think it'd be Stevie Nicks, or
that would be crazy.
Or the last two Beatles standing, Paul or Ringo, like to be in that in their presence. I think for me it would be older people from like the people that I treasure so much.
I was having that thought of like, I don't know, I'm like this like different level of connected to Harry that would make me feel like it wouldn't be him. It'd be more like
a friend.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that way when I met Role Model.
Like it has to be.
I know you.
It has to be like this next level.
It's back when I was saying how there was this mystery with celebrity.
Like Frank Sinatra. I mean, obviously I'm not going to meet him. He's dead. But like.
We could do Dead or Alive. If it's Dead or Alive, it's.
Well, Elvis Presley would be crazy.
Even though he was.
That would be like insane. Well, yeah, he was not a good person.
But.
Neither was Michael Jackson.
I would freak out if I met Michael Jackson.
But both of those are like huge presences.
I think it'd be like the Beatles. Like if it would be
Beatlemania.
Honestly, it would be any of these like rock bands that I'm obsessed with from like the 60s and 70s that lived that when rock and roll actually could be rock and roll now. Is just it the way that rock and roll in Hollywood and bands used to be, and like if you were a fan you could probably party with them. Like it was so accessible and different back then. Now security's too crazy, there's too many fans, we have the internet, it just doesn't exist the same. So back when that mystery was still there and you had to like, maybe you would read Rolling Stone and there would be an article about someone and that's all you'd get from them. And like hearing about people that went to one of their concerts, those people are the people that I would literally like, because they feel like godlike.
Yeah.
They feel like they're on another level. Like, even to be in a room with those people, like, how does, like, someone like Harry, who grew up obsessed with Fleetwood Mac, get to sing a song with Stevie Nicks? How do you
Stevie Nicks is just his friend now.
How do you even do that?
It is. Have you seen the video of him doing it for the first time, though? It is cute. How you can see it's like,
that's,
oh my God.
I mean, crazy. So, yeah, it would definitely be, because I'm my like biggest fangirl now moment is Role Model, but I've literally met him, and I mean I was very fanny in the interaction because it was literally a crowd of fans.
Yeah.
But no, I did freak out, but it wasn't like he touched my hand.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like that. I did do that when I touched Miley Cyrus's hand though.
Wow.
I literally went to school.
Crazy to meet Miley Cyrus.
I didn't like meet her. It was when she came on tour to Portland and we were like by her tour bus and she was on the tour bus and Billy was like, no, we gotta go. Like, don't get off the bus.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm gonna go say hi to my fans. And she like ran by and hit all of our hands.
Uh-huh.
And I literally went to school on Monday and I was like, I'm never washing this hand ever again. So, but that was when I was like fucking like in middle school.
Oh my God.
So of course. That was so fun. Yeah. But back then,
actually,
Zac Efron, I would have
my first fangirl experience was Hilary Duff, High School Musical. Like Lizzie McGuire. Oh, that like was different level for me.
I think mine. Well, what was it? Was it the same time frame? High School Musical and Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana was earlier. I think she was a little before. But I just was so enthralled. Like, every girl that was our age at that time was like,
oh my God,
obsessed with Miley and Hannah. Like, Honestly, if I met Miley Cyrus today,
I that would be a really big one. That would be a really big one.
Whoa, I don't even know how.
Anyone in the cast of Friends, Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber.
We basically have a lot.
Anyone in One Direction.
We have a lot.
Stevie Nicks.
I'd be shitting myself. Like I that's the one for me that I would literally be like
Jacob Elordi.
Oh fuck.
Tom Holland said it. Okay, no, I just need to stop.
Yeah, see, we're fangirls. So the list can go on and on and
Andrew
on.
Garfield?
Oh fuck. Oh, Tobey Maguire. Like any Spider-Man, I would literally die.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy. But what's really so interesting to me is how genuinely these people like become a part of our lives. Like that's why Matthew Perry was so hard, because I felt like I knew Matthew Perry. Mm-hmm. Matthew Perry is my friend. Mm-hmm. When I am sad or overwhelmed in life, Friends is what I go back to. Mm-hmm. And he is such a comfort.
How have we not said any Harry Potter person?
Wait.
If I fucking met any Daniel Radcliffe, oh my god. If I met Emma Watson,
Rupert Grant,
literally any of the cast.
Alan Rickman,
Maggie, I would. Yeah, it's different. Honestly, if I fucking met Marnie from Halloween Town, I would cry.
Kathy Najimy. Bette Midler.
Bette Midler would be crazy.
Bette Midler was at Wilshire Park once.
Oh. So basically, it's just...
Basically, if you're famous, I'm going to freak out.
Seth Rogen. Oh, my God.
Honestly, Adam Sandler would be really crazy to me.
That would be crazy. Yeah, we're just...
Paul Rudd.
Literally any celebrity
Mark Ruffalo?
I'm going to be excited about. Like, oh my God. Hey.
Yeah. I don't know. The concept of celebrity is so
The concept of celebrity trips me out all the time. Sometimes I really think about it, and I think, especially now, the fact that we have influencer celebrities, and there's different levels of influencers. Like, there's definitely influencers out there that are, you're an influencer, that's your
that
job,
are literally
but you're
just,
not.
Yeah, you're literally an influencer.
Yeah. You're an influencer, and it's usually probably people that, like, I see your post once, and then I don't see it again. But
yeah.
It's the people, like, I'm trying to think of really... Well, like, Shawn Mendes started as an influencer, kind of, on YouTube.
I don't follow him closely, so maybe this isn't right, but, like, Vinny Hacker?
Vinny Hacker would be an influencer, yeah. I really love, they're podcasters, but... So they have a different... They're comedians. Like, Emergency Intercom, this is why it's, like, weird. Emergency Intercom, Drew and Enya, literally my favorite podcast, and... They are influencers, but they're also, like, genuinely comedians. Like, their podcast, it's not, like, they're good at what they do. Like, that's obviously that they're comedians. So I guess it's different than just being an influencer. Mm-hmm. But there are people that started out as, like, these TikTok famous, Vine famous people that now, like, made careers out of it. It's just... Also, it's, like, people now that audition for things have to, when they're, like, auditioning, fill out how many followers they have. Because that, like, actually
Which is so
matters.
Crazy. It matters, yeah.
I saw someone post, and they were getting, they were in the process of getting signed to a record label. And the record label, she has it on video, the call. She literally recorded the call. And they were like, you're amazing. We just need, like, more of a following. And we'd love, if your following grows, please come back to us. Like, we will, like, explore this down the line if your following grows.
Which sucks because... It's hard because having a following has never been more accessible than it is now.
True. That's true.
And then you don't just get like the, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like girl next door, boy next door anymore, of like just this like random.
This new person.
Discovery. Like I saw you on the street and like you've got $5 in your guitar case and ones, but
people that used to get discovered organically
are going to be famous. Yeah, you know,
like people were discovered organically. Now they're discovered through TikTok.
Yeah, like I mean, even if you think of Justin Bieber, like
that's true.
Scooter found him because he already had like so many views on
and he was
YouTube.
Talented. I just think I don't know. when I watch like older shows or movies or okay, you know, like when they'll be like, and now introducing when it's someone's first film.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't really happen anymore because usually they've already made a name for themselves.
You've been exposed
on social at some point. I love and I actually respect actors and musicians that they're fucking grinding. They're going on TikTok because that's now the way to do it. Yeah. So I'm not like saying fuck you to all those people, but it just was, I feel like it's different when people like Timothée Chalamet go to a performing arts school and get like classically trained in their craft and grind their fucking asses off going to auditions and are a trained actor. I just find that really, really, really cool. But I still think, I mean, if you got to do what you got to do, and if you want to do those things, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Find your way. But I just think there's something cool about people that genuinely go through the process.
That does put those people that don't make themselves so accessible on social media, it does put them on this next level of celebritydom.
Fandom?
Celebritydom?
Oh, no, that's not what you're trying to say. Celebrity...
Status?
Status, yeah.
Like Tom Holland, Zendaya, Timothy, Jacob Elordi, the people that aren't super active on social, even like
Royal
Harry, I would say, like they're not allowing themselves to be as accessible as so many other people are now, and it
Andrew Garfield
makes you want them more.
That's what I was saying earlier. That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier, of like so much more inaccessible that it's like, I want you.
It's like, well, I have to know.
I need to know.
Yeah.
So on the Jacob Elordi thing, if you don't know, Jacob Elordi is dating Olivia Jade, and I've watched Olivia Jade's YouTube videos literally forever. She's like a comfort blogger for me. And she posted, there was obviously these paparazzi photos that got leaked of her birthday trip, and Jacob was there. And so there's like all these photos, which some of the photos are honestly iconic. And you know what I think about sometimes when I see photos like that in like 50 years, when the kids are like, oh my God, look at this photo of Jacob Elordi and Olivia Jade when they were dating in the 2020s. Whoa. And it'll be they'll be iconic. It's like when we look at photos of like celebrities in the 90s that were dating, and we're like, oh my God, they dated in the 90s. Yeah. Oh my God, their style was so cool. Their fashion. Oh my God, they were so hot. And that's, they will live forever in that way. But Olivia posted a vlog of her like trip. And something I really like about Olivia is she literally never talks about him. She never posts about him. She's like, they're extremely private, which I actually really like. Yeah. And I mean, if I was dating Jacob Elordi, y'all would know. I mean, it's different when you're famous, but
there's something so fun about like leaving so much unsaid. I always think about that, like in my own personal life, of like, and I don't think I would ever have the self-control to be that girl that just like doesn't really post her man on Instagram or whatever. Like how fun would it be to like hard launch your relationship after like an engagement or like with a wedding picture or something?
No one
like knew. That would
it's hard so though fun. On our level, because our social media is for our friends. Yeah. So it's like, well, I want to post my stuff because of my friends.
Yeah, I want you.
If you're famous though, it's fun because, well, in all these celebrities, you know, they have private accounts just for them and their friends that they post on, probably more. But like I know what's crazy to me is that people, like the people we're talking about, they have. I mean, I don't think Timothy or Jacob probably even have a TikTok, but other celebrities that are private have TikTok accounts. Yeah. Like I know Sabrina does. I
see the things.
Sabrina Carpenter has one, and she's like mentioned it before. Like she could see our TikTok. Yeah. She could see anyone's TikTok. She might have looked at yours.
She's just like anyone else.
She's just like anyone else. Her For You page, who knows?
Her algorithm be algorithming.
Let me finish the Jacob Elordi thing. So she posts the vlog, and I'm like, oh my God, what if there's what if he's in the background somewhere? So best believe I'm watching the vlog, like searching for Jacob Elordi in every shot because I know he's there, and I'm like, did he film some of these? Like, oh my God, which I feel like he would because he'd be like, darling, let me get this shot for you, like something like that. Do you think he calls her little one? I don't know. Okay, so. But he called a fan little one, so I'm like, he probably has his own word.
No, yeah, if he called a fan little one, I don't think
he called. Yeah. I don't think he'd use the same words. But
and if he did, I'd be really pissed off. I'd be like, why the fuck did you just call her little one?
Yeah. There's no, I feel like Olivia Jade is so unbothered.
She called me little when I would die.
She doesn't care. She's like, whatever. But there was one clip of, like, her walking into a restaurant and, like, way ahead, it's the back of the guy, and it doesn't even look like they're together, but I'm pretty sure it was Jacob walking into the restaurant literally for 2 seconds, and one of the comments was like, I think this was Jacob at 2:15, and then everyone's just like, oh my god, it feels like we shouldn't have seen it because they're so private.
Yeah.
And I feel like she just, like, he's barely in it, so, like, why would you think twice? But everyone's like, I think it was Jacob. Oh my god, just get past it. We shouldn't even see that. That's, like, private for them. Like, everyone's like that. And I'm like, that is, I don't know. I actually genuinely really like them together. And I really, hot take, I don't know if this is a hot take. I actually feel like a lot of people like them too. I love Kylie and Timothy together. I hate them. Love it
together
so much. The clip, I think, and I don't even know these people at all, and I'm like, I think this is really good for Kylie. I feel like she's gonna experience a lot of growth in this relationship. I don't know.
I would hope so. I could totally ship, like, young Kylie, like, early, like, Keek and Kick Kylie.
Yeah. I feel
Snapchat
like
Kylie.
King Kylie's back, though. That's her energy right now.
With Timmy. Like, that.
But that's Kylie's thing. Everyone's like, King Kylie's back. Like, her young self energy is so back. And I feel like it might be a relationship like that that's more real. But then again, I literally speak so highly of Timothy. Like, he's not dated literally every Nepo baby in the industry and only talks to, like, models. Like, obviously he's with Kylie, but there's photos of them at dinner in New York, and it's like, I've never seen her look so real. I mean, maybe back then when she was younger, but they just seem like so in love. I don't know. If I see genuine, like, love and care between two people,
then you're into it.
Okay, fair enough. Especially celebrities that are like, we're gonna go out to dinner and just be in love and, like, not give a shit. Mm-hmm. Like, go off. When does that ever happen? Like, with her,
Andrew and Amelia chicken shop date.
I can't wait for the paparazzi photo that's gonna drop of them holding hands walking through London.
I really do think that.
I genuinely think
they're gonna date. The tension is too intense.
Are calling this right now, so I just want everyone to know that we're gonna be like, told you, as soon as it happens.
Told you so.
And I also really I genuinely think it's a good age gap for Amelia. Like, I feel like that's nice.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'd be down for a 41-year-old man. Andrew? If it's Andrew? If Amelia doesn't work out.
Emma wants to hear what's going on, Andrew.
Wait, what time is it?
It's 1:15. We need to stop.
Okay, we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you for listening to us talk about celebrities. I don't know if we really got into the lore as much as just talking about celebrities.
Yeah.
But maybe at one point we'll deep dive into the psychology of it. I don't know. Who knows? Do some little research or something. Pull out some facts.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun. But yeah, thank you so much for watching or listening to the It's Time podcast. I'm Mariah. That's Kaylee. We have new episodes.
And this is Harry.
Wednesday. That is Harry. Do you want to say anything, Harry?
Bye, love. It's been great. Don't forget to treat people with kindness.
Baby. Okay. Yeah. We will see you next Wednesday. We're gonna go to Halloween Town now. Was that his nipple? Okay, we gotta go.